meet. There it is.
Oh.
It is live.
Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh, we're live.
Dublin.
We're sitting here
Dublin.
in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh.
We're gonna have a glass of scotch with you.
It's been cracking.
Yeah, we're having a good crack of a time. So anyway, Mark,
Drew's here.
half of the Scotch4Dummies. The other half, Sean and Andrew, are holding down the fort back at home.
Driving home from work right now.
Yeah, and we definitely want to send our kudos to those guys for doing so, because we have
Thanks for holding the
seen
fort.
that they're still posting the reviews, and I think they've got some live scheduled for tomorrow night, so looking forward to maybe being able to join them, but it's hard. Well, we're in Hoagie's world now. I mean, to
5
join the
hours
live,
ahead.
we'd have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And so far, vacation has been quite
Exciting,
Yeah.
new experience.
tiring.
Tiring.
We're hitting it and getting it.
We're driving everywhere. We got someone's commenting. I can't see it. but-
Yeah, we've got Telex. What's up?
What's up, Telex?
Was there in 2007. Very nice. Glad you guys have a good connection. Yeah, so that's why
That's
we're
why
doing
we're
this.
doing it.
Because we haven't had a good connection in our phones. We haven't turned service on in our phones. We're relying solely on Wi-Fi. So it's,
We're in a hotel in Dublin. The Wi-Fi is pretty good. We're like, you know what?
let's do this.
The family is done. We're out for a nightcap, and we're like, let's do a quick live video. You can see outside, probably in the windows a little bit. It's what, 10 o'clock here, and it's still.
Yeah, it's
It's
still
like
light
probably-
out,
It's probably dusk here, so not too bad. But
and the sun comes up around 4:30
Yeah,
a.m.
it's
around
early.
here. So we've done England. We were actually in Liverpool when the incident on the London Bridge took place.
well, we were in London actually.
Yeah,
when
we
it
were
happened.
actually. I said
We used to live in
Liverpool.
Liverpool,
Yeah, I'm
but-
in London. We were in London that night, which was kind of surreal. But anyway, we had a great time in London.
We did. It was awesome. We saw all the main attractions. You know, Big Ben, Parliament.
A couple times.
But it was definitely surreal. Awesome town.
Got some fish and chips.
We
You know,
got to learn the tube.
we did. We had
Tube
fun on the
was cool,
tubes.
double-decker bus. So now we went to Liverpool. We did see Stonehenge. Stonehenge.
We did see Stone. We rocked Stonehenge.
was
It
pretty
was
cool.
raining, but it was still just a surreal moment. You're standing there looking at this shit, and it's like, this is the real deal.
It was surreal. Really cool. We went to Liverpool, checked out the Beatles stuff. And now we took the ferry today. We're in Dublin. Had a
Yeah.
great day. We got a whole day tomorrow. Check out Dublin and see what's going on there. And you know, on the way here, there's obviously whiskey's all around here. And so we popped into a couple of stores and we saw these little
Airplane shooters.
shooters of Scotch.
Well, over here they don't call it Scotch. They just call it
whiskey.
whiskey.
Scotch. We mean Scotch.
Imagine
Scotch
that
whiskey.
shit.
That's just whiskey.
Exactly.
But anyway, we picked up some. We got. We're having monkey shoulder right now. We've got a little Ben Riach and Ardbeg. Was it 10
Yeah.
years? So I'm not sure what we're gonna drink, but we just thought, you know, let's pop on, do a quick live, and share some love with our
Right.
friends.
So Telex, yeah, you were up in Belfast. We're gonna be heading up to Belfast eventually. We've got some time here in Dublin, and then we're gonna drive south and do the whole Ring of Kerry thing, and then we're gonna work our way up north to Belfast, spend a little time in Northern Ireland, ferry back over to Scotland into Edinburgh.
Yep.
Before we get to Edinburgh, we're going to go up to
Loch.
Loch Ness. We're gonna do a cruise on Loch Ness, maybe find Nessie. Visit. What are we visiting?
The distillery.
Yeah. Tomatin.
Tomatin.
Excited about that. That's gonna be fun.
That's part of our tour. We're stopping there, but we're also hitting a couple places up in Edinburgh too. So we're gonna try and hit. I know we're doing the whiskey experience.
Yes, which Keith Peterson said is amazing, and everything that we've researched says
The
it's
done
amazing.
deal. We're doing that for sure. And then I think we're gonna try and our tour guide.
It's from Edinburgh.
Yeah, Niall. He's great. Check us
Good
out.
guy.
Niall, you're
Niall,
cracking.
you're a good man.
And hopefully he'll hook us up with some places. We're gonna try and get another distillery done on that day as well. So
I think you'll like Tomatin, the Tomatin one a ton. I think we will too, Telex. I'm just geeked about it. We're gonna join the how come the other two dummies didn't come? That's crazy.
well, getting over here, as you guys are imagining, it's a lot of work, timing, effort, and it just didn't work out. So
putting the timing together with just two families was hard enough. But let's not say that the Scotch dummies are trying to just figure out how to come back to Scotland with the four of us
It's-
to just do Scotch. I mean, just do distilleries.
Yeah.
I would love that.
It's not really a pipe dream. It is going to happen.
It's gonna happen, but so far it's amazing. We're having a heck of a time. Edinburgh. We're also gonna try and sneak into the Scottish Malt Whisky Society, which is a member-based society. It's a member-based bar. It's like £100 or €100 a year, but I believe they give you a 1-day pass if you want to check it out. So we're gonna sneak in there and drop some Scotch4Dummy paraphernalia off.
We've dropped a few cards here and there. We were at a really awesome place last night in Liverpool. We obviously went to the main attraction there, the bar, what's it called? The channel,
Ye Old Hole in the Wall.
No, that was the bar we went to, but the Beatles bar.
Oh,
The starts with a C.
I thought it was a curve.
The Cavern?
No,
Or-
Cavern.
Cavern.
Yeah.
We went and saw that. Then we left there. We weren't there for like half hour.
I hope so, George.
And we left there and we found this great freaking bar in the middle of an alley called Hole in the Wall, of course. We went in there and we talked them up. We put a little card as a picture. We're going to put it on Facebook soon. But it was like, it was our kind of place.
Oh,
you
my
walk
God.
in there, they had Scotch and whiskey and
A lot
everything.
of gin. A ton of gin.
But it's a great place. Hopefully, we have the card there. Hopefully, they're checking us out and looking us up. But it's a great bar. Great first impression. We
yeah,
loved
it was just one of those bars that you walk into in England and you're like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're in Liverpool. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Really cool.
It was really fun.
Yeah, so we are going to be returning with some Scotch. Hopefully, Scotch that we can't get
Yeah.
back in the States. That's kind
That's
of
our
our goal. We are having a blast. That's crazy. We are, and interestingly enough, I know you've been one that's pushed us in the light of the bourbons direction, and it's very interesting over here. Bourbons are
There's
popular.
a lot of bourbon here.
There's a lot of bourbon,
I'm surprised.
and people are talking a lot about it. But it's just the opposite. Back at home, we call you say whiskey. That just kind of means general whiskey or bourbon. You say Scotch when you're meaning Scotch whiskey. Here they say whiskey, meaning Scotch. And they say bourbon when they're meaning, bourbon. So, it's been fun. It's been interesting, and we're meeting a lot of people.
Yeah, we looked out tonight. Like I said, we kind of it was one of those on the spot things. We wanted to do some more live stuff, but the internet here, it's just kind of choppy. Anyway, great internet at this hotel, and we got lucky in a conference room. That's where we're in right now. We kind of sweet talked one of the guys here and let us in this room. They're having a conference here. And,
You're killing me, crazy. This guy's he's funny as hell. So, first of all, Telex, I want to ask you about the Laphroaig PX cask. You're saying you can't get that stateside? Because I did see it in the duty free, and if it's only duty free, then that's one I got to leave the spot in my suitcase for just to review. But that's crazy. A couple weeks ago, that's crazy. Busted our balls. You guys need to open up the bourbons, and he just commented.
Oh, yeah.
Forget that bourbon. They all taste too similar. Stick to Scotch and world whiskey.
That's how I think right there, buddy.
Oh, man.
We got some people jumping on. I was
I know.
surprised here. It's 5 o'clock? or
Okay, so Telex does say that the PS cask is duty-free, travel, retail only. So, good to know. Good to know. That's probably going to be coming home to Sean's bar then. We'll see. It depends. There's a limit to what we can bring home. And when we're running around Scotland, who knows what we're going to find? Who knows what we're going to pick up? I know today in Dublin, killing a little bit of time, I walked into this bar, I can't remember what it's called, the Whiskey Bar or something. Literally,
Whiskey
it was
Exchange,
badass.
something or
I mean, literally just tons of whiskeys
awesome.
all over. They don't sell whiskey by the bottle, they just sell it by the shot, which they don't expect you to shoot it. But and so I could have spent all day in there. I would have been pissed drunk. But
there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah.
What else we get going on?
Yes. So everybody's commenting that the Laphroaig PX is, which is the Zeman. That's.
You know what?
Got to be good.
Speaking of Laphroaig, the guys at home, I know they went ahead and launched the Laphroaig. I think it was the Select, right? That launched this month. So we're not going to be there tomorrow night. I think it's tomorrow night. Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
So tomorrow night, the other two are going to do the live views. I think they're going to have some special guests, but obviously we're not going to be able to attend it. So go tomorrow night, check that out with those guys. But I'll tell you what, we can talk about a little bit while we're here doing it now. I'm not sure. Hopefully we're still live. I just got some red bars up there.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll continue. The Select for us, I think you saw in the video, was kind of disappointing.
What's that say?
I don't know.
I think it's your battery
I
telling you.
think it's the battery going low. So we'll cut this short, but basically the Laphroaig Select was a disappointment. I mean, it had some characteristics of Laphroaig, but it was like watered down, and so I wasn't very happy with that. But other than that, you know, it's still decent. It's just not. If you're gonna go Laphroaig, just freaking go buy some quarter cask.
Yes, Telex. The whiskey bar that here in Dublin that I visited, it was literally just buying it by the shot, and they had a hell of a selection. Actually, their Middleton selection was impressive. I wanted to really get into that, even though it's just Irish whiskey. It's Irish whiskey. But anyway, it wasn't really an affordable way. Although it's a good way to at least try something, right? I mean, they had that Mortlock 40. It was a Gordon MacPhail Mortlock 40, which goddamn, I wanted to freaking get a shot of that, right? But it was. I think it was €80 for a shot, and I'm like, I can't do that, you know. Hell, for €80, I get a whole bottle or something. So, but they had an eclectic collection. That's the kind of cool thing about it.
A lot. It was a cool establishment too. It was all beat up, old, dark wood everywhere. It was cool.
Yeah, Telex says there's been a few glitches, but not bad for a hotel in Dublin and free Wi-Fi. But we wanted to at least take advantage of it and say hey to everybody, and say thanks to Sean and Andrew for keeping the home fires burning.
Miss you guys.
You guys are doing awesome. Appreciate you guys.
What's your take on the Laphroaig real quick?
On the Select,
Yeah.
I was disappointed. I'll be quite honest with you. As far as I'm concerned, let's just bottle it up price wise. Okay, so there's two bottles. I can get Laphroaig Select for $60, or I can get Laphroaig Quarter Cask for $65. Are you kidding me? There's not even a question. I spend the $5 and I get something that I absolutely love. The Select was disappointment. I don't know if I said it in the recording of the review, but I remember talking to somebody. I want to say it was Dennis Lynch at Vine Table about the Select, and he said the way he describes Select is it's some young millennial marketing intern at Laphroaig said, we really need to get rid of these barrels and we don't know what to do. And came up with this great idea, and we'll call it Select and we'll just bottle it and sell it, and it's going to be wonderful. We're going to make all this money. He's like, because as far as whiskey goes, it's really shit.
Well, I mean,
I just didn't care
think
for
it's for the. I think you're right. He's right though. I think it's for the. I think I said in the review. It's for the beginners into Scotch that want to try Islas but don't really like the Isla thing. I mean,
Right.
Well, Laphroaig, I've heard of Laphroaig, I want to try it. And versus, with
But that's
Laphroaig,
such a disappointment.
But think about it, the Laphroaig most people when you talked about Laphroaig, it's like, oh my gosh, that's way over the top. And they don't have anything really kind of helps that in there. So their marketing has always been, yeah, our shit is potent and stinks of peat and everything else. So maybe this is their way of saying, you know what, that's that marketing thing. Maybe that's the old way. Let's try something new to try and get some extra sales in. I don't know, but for our palate, for Scotch enthusiasts, I'd skip it.
I feel bad for the person that tries the Laphroaig Select as their first Laphroaig, because I think they're not going to get the real true representation of the distillery. But you can taste it a little bit.
It's
in
a
there.
balancing act. I think it is and it isn't. If you're into Islas, then yes, it's going to be bad. But if you've never had an Islay and you're into Scotch a little bit and you want to try and warm up to it, it's not a bad warm-upper, if you will. But and it does give you some Laphroaig taste too. I mean,
that's crazy. He says he's saying that the Select hasn't reviewed well in general, and that makes me feel halfway decent.
Yeah.
It's not like we went and read a bunch of
so
reviews about it.
we're kind of on the same page, man.
We're just giving it our honest opinion. We try to research our scotches before we review them to the extent that we can share some knowledge with you guys, but we're not reading other reviews. I don't want to go in biased. I don't want to go in tainted.
We go in like with wikis about the distilleries and about what's going on. We don't look at people's reviews.
Right. At most, I'm going to go in with what the bottle says. You're going to taste some red berries.
Right.
All right, well then that's fair. I'll read what the distiller wanted me. But I'm not reading other reviews prior to our reviews, that's for sure.
Right.
Boy, lots of people. Corey Martin just got a big papa in the house.
What's up,
good
Corey?
Afternoon from Dublin.
Dublin, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey, let's see. I tried Laphroaig Quarter Cask first. It's too much. Something went really wrong. Wow, I love that Quarter Cask.
Quarter Cask is delicious. You had a bad one, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're not in Isla. Who said that?
That was Angel Javier Solar. He's been on a lot, and I'm curious to know what
Maybe you
went
don't
wrong
like
with
Islas?
that.
I don't know. Laphroaig quarter cask is delicious. I mean,
So
it's
is that what
amazing.
we reviewed it? Telex said that the 1.5 review was pretty spot on. I don't remember what we graded
Yeah.
it, so
It's probably
I'm not surprised.
It's probably right.
Have you any plans to visit the Teeling Distillery when you are in Dublin? Hadn't had plans on it. See a shit ton of Teeling
Yeah, there's a
running
lot of
around. There's a bunch of it.
paraphernalia.
We're limited in time, and it's not. We don't have much ability to control. You know,
No,
we don't
we
have
are on
flexibility.
a plot path that we really
Right.
can't change too much. So, but we do have a little bit
Oh,
extra time here. We're gonna try
QA.
to get in.
Oh wait, he said he tried the Laphroaig QA first. It's too much. Something.
Oh, QA. What's
that?
QA?
What? Talk to me. What am I missing? Why am I not getting that?
Cats? No.
No,
QA?
it's not quarter cask. It's QA. What are we talking about there? Ralphie just uploaded a Tomatin 12 review. Well, we're gonna visit the Tomatin distillery here in about a week.
We are.
Can't freaking wait.
Yeah.
I
I'm
really
we
can't.
found out
We're
like
gonna-
2 days ago that's what we're gonna hit. We're like we were like little kids in the playground jumping up and down in the parking lot. We're like, what? Yes.
I know. I'm just
I was so
geeked.
stoked. We're idiots.
It is. It's been a fun trip so far. I think our kids are still having fun.
They are.
They're being good troopers. We're trying to do our best to give them a good time as well. I know our wives are having a good time.
Well, this is about as good we're going to get, though, as far as reviews or any kind of FaceTime stuff. I mean, we just don't
Right.
have internet anywhere around here. And the only place we really have anything is usually at the hotel at night. And even those have been just hit or miss.
So Ebhead 2424. Did you visit Angels in Liverpool? Fantastic gentleman club. So let's talk about the gentlemen's clubs in Liverpool. There's a shit ton of them. First of all,
I'm surprised how many there
But-
were.
what's funny is there's a good portion of them that are gentlemen for gentlemen clubs,
Yes.
if you know what I mean. And there was a drag show in one of them last night, and my wife was making fun of me saying we should go to that one. Last thing I want to do is hit a drag show in Liverpool. No, so we went to the Cavern, some Beatles tribute bar, and that was fun. We hit a bar called O'Brien's that my wife, whose last name is O'Brien, and we had a good time in there. I had a pint, and then ended up in the Hole in the Wall. I just had a blast. The Hole in the Wall was so
epic.
fun. Yeah.
Get you a little Scotch there, buddy.
Oh, you did that one, did you? Ah.
Can't go wrong with a hard bag. Arr.
So we ended up in this pit stop rest area today on the highway. Before we got on the ferry to come from England to Ireland, and the rest stops here aren't like the rest stops in the
Oh,
States.
the long name?
Yeah, well, number one, the name was literally like 75 characters long. There's no way you pronounce it. It's a sentence, but it's one word. It's
My son, actually, it was funny. He described it as somebody getting your head and beating it on the keyboard. That's what it looks like.
right. It was great.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It kind of does. I mean, it's just really long.
But there was a girl in there giving out samples. We tasted
Oh, yeah.
something. It was a single.
It was it was a blend too, wasn't it?
It was
a blend.
No, it was a single Speyside, 29 euro, 29 pound, and I didn't care for it so much, but they were selling the world's smallest bottles of
You were
Scotch.
supposed to say that. Was gonna be a little
I can't wait to
surprise.
get them home. Those guys aren't gonna watch this whole video.
Yes, they will.
It was so much fun. So we bought some.
Shh, you didn't erase that earmuffs, kids.
It was cool.
We got some. We've seen lots of whiskey. Obviously, whiskey's everywhere here. So we're looking forward to hitting the streets tomorrow and getting some more stuff. The first thing we did, right? The very first thing we did when we got to Dublin is we found an Irish bar, Doyle's, right?
Yeah.
Doyle's.
My
And
wife's.
we got a pint of Guinness, and it was, our tour guy was saying, you've had Guinness everywhere else, right? But it's shit everywhere else compared to here. Because, the shipping and refrigeration, whatever. He's like, you have it here, it's unbelievable. And he was right.
We're going to the storehouse tomorrow morning. That's our first stop tomorrow morning, the Guinness storehouse.
We're going to hit it up.
So someone, let me back here. Stephen, make sure you visit the Friend at Hand whiskey shop in Belfast on Hill Street.
The Friend
at Hand. So just keep, I'm mentioning, I want to say it out loud so you hear it.
Friend at Hand.
Friend at Hand. So, Corey Martin, Big Papa, jealous of you guys. Hope you have a great time and try great whiskey.
Thanks, Papa.
We're trying.
It's a much needed vacation. We're having fun.
What you drinking now again? So he just poured this.
Ardbeg 10.
We've been buying these little bitty. They sell a ton of these Scotch.
$5.
these little bitty
€5
or pound.
That's pound today.
These little shooter bottles, but they've got a huge
Every kind of
variety. It's not
selection
like
you
back in
think
the
of.
States where you just get right. So we had some Highland Park 12 on the bus today. I'm just passing little bitty shooter bottles, enough to get us by. Take a little nip.
Take a little nip and a little nap.
Yeah, right. Best Guinness is where it's made, no doubt. The the brewery has that 360 glass bar on
I
the
am
top
so
of it
looking
too.
forward to
So
seeing that tomorrow.
to having that Guinness in hand and looking at all of Dublin
It's gonna be cool.
It is phenomenal.
Wow, we got a lot of conversations
Yeah,
here. I
so
wasn't expecting this.
Telex says you're right, Drew. I was lucky enough to have the North Star Guinness when I was there in 07. Best beer taste ever.
I am not a Guinness fan. I can tolerate it. I loved it.
Hey, Andrew says hello.
What's up, Morocco?
What's up with Morocco brand?
Brother.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers. For you. Ardbeg 10.
So, yeah, we're going through a lot of little bitty shooter bottles, Andrew.
Yeah. I think he may be driving home or just got home. So
He wants, Telex wants to know if you get a lemon lime on the Ardbeg 10.
a lemon
it's
lime?
funny.
Yeah, I do.
It's funny you say
I
that. I do, and I think it would be even more prevalent had I not had some of them bar. There's these nuts that they've got in the bar. They're peanuts, but they're wrapped in like a dough, breaded nuts or something. They wrap them in some dough and
It's like a
deep
Chex
fry 'em.
Mix combo out of the shell with a peanut. Anyway, it's good, but we did have a couple gin and tonics too,
Yeah,
so maybe that. But I definitely got a little lemon lime going on there.
I need to pull a dram of my Tullibardine 228. Sure you do, Andrew. Why don't you
why
join
not? You
us
just
for a
got off
dram?
work.
I've been told not to go back to the room for a little while. My wife's gonna take a bath and relax and soak her sore feet. So I'm stuck here. Gonna finish this bottle. The next one is the Ben Riach. And this is weird.
That's a different one.
Yeah, and so here's something for you, Andrew, and anybody else that cares about the Ben Riach distillery. So we all know that it was bought not too long ago, and so in the States they're pulling a lot of it from the shelves, right? We can't get the Solstice. There's some things that aren't there that used to be. There's still a shit ton of it running around here that I've seen. Not Solstice, because if I do see Solstice, I'll probably buy a lot of that.
Pull the trigger. If you see Solstice anywhere, pull the trigger and get it.
Yeah, but anyway, it does seem to be prevalent around here. So, Andrew just got home.
Yeah, figured you did.
Yeah, Ardbeg 10's good. So, curiosity, Andrew, since you're watching, let me ask you a question on this side of the camera. Did you make it to Ardbeg Day up at Vine Table?
Yes, please tell me you did, and please tell me you will have a nice big green bottle waiting for us.
Yeah,
full
which
of
one
kelp.
is it? Yeah, come on, Kelpie, come on, come on.
I'm hoping you got up there.
We haven't seen it here yet. I haven't seen Kelpie anywhere yet. So, I've seen some more.
Not even advertisements or anything.
10. I've seen some.
But they don't promote that much. I mean, we're in Dublin, so they're gonna be doing Irish whiskey. But even in England, where else, I don't see too much promotions for.
No.
And I think it's probably we'll probably see all that in Scotland and America, probably not so much in England or in Ireland. So it's all Guinness. Everything's Guinness here, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, and it's good. Some people have to work, Andrew.
So the weather.
Some people.
Weather here has been. I will say the first 2 days we were here. We had 2 days pre-tour.
Yeah.
We were in England. I mentioned that earlier, and we
London.
did. London, and we did all the main attractions, and it was awesome. We had the most epic weather possible.
Yeah,
for
London
England
was
weather,
gorgeous. I mean,
it was sunny, 70 maybe, sunny and 70 for
beautiful.
both days.
It was just
great.
beautiful.
And then our first day on the tour. Now
Rain came
in. It rained hard, and we were on Stonehenge, and it pelted us. We were soaking wet, but we didn't care. It was awesome. The next day. A little chilly, a little rainy. The third day today was actually pleasant. We actually saw the sun for the first time. So tomorrow's going to be back rainy again. So we have an up and down, but it's okay. We're still having a great time. And I think it's part of just the atmosphere and the culture and everything else here. It's just,
it doesn't seem to slow anything down, that's for sure.
No.
But we took a ferry today from Liverpool, or from Holyhead to Dublin.
Yeah, Wales, right?
Yeah, and so Holyhead, Wales to Dublin. And that boat was huge, first of all, and it hauled ass.
28.
28 knots. We were hauling. I mean, you damn near could have surfed
But
behind
boy,
us.
it was a little rough out there. It was rocking. It was a little concerning.
Gosh,
2 hours too.
Yeah, we were on that boat.
Across
So
the
we
thing.
got to the point where you couldn't see land. So,
No.
but it was an interesting ferry ride. It was kind of cool. So anyway, let me read this to you. So Corey Martin says that Kelpie is not as good as Ugadil in his book.
Oh, so you've had it. Okay. I mean, it just came
got
out,
Kelpie. Right? He just got Kelpie in the mail today.
You son of a bitch. In the mail.
It's got
So
that
jealous.
smoke finish, dark charcoal. Well, I want to try it. I definitely want.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've got to try it. I'll bet you they're charging a freaking premium for it. It's
I don't know what it's running for. I mean, hopefully it's not too bad, but did Andrew reply to our comment yet?
He said no Ardbeg Day baseball games.
Oh,
So that tells me Ashton had baseball, and you know,
that's more
priorities.
important.
Yep,
That's
you
okay.
gotta-
I got you.
You got to put the things right.
Just make sure it's there when we get back.
Yeah, yeah. So you didn't make it to Ardbeg Day. Just make sure you get a bottle of Kelpie before we get back. That's all we really care about, right? It was 125. Shit.
125. Yeah, you know what? I got a bunch of texts. I think it was yesterday about how hot it was at home. So, whew, wasn't hot here. I mean, we were around. Look what he's wearing. I had to.
Well,
I
we
got
got
hot
it. We
tonight.
might have somebody. Andy Martin says that if we're planning to go up north, he'll take us to Bushmills.
What?
So we're gonna be in Belfast in a couple days, Andy Martin. When are you gonna be there?
Hey, you know what? If you're seeing this, and in the next what's today's date? The 6th?
I don't know.
Is
Hang
today
on.
the 6th or whatever? The next.
June 7th. That's Wednesday the 7th.
So the 7th. So give me a day. So the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th.
So yeah. No, it won't even be that long, will it?
No, it has to be sooner than that.
Yeah.
We're here for. I'm
So-
confused.
So we're not traveling tomorrow. Would be the 8th. Traveling the 9th. I think we'll be in Belfast on the 9th or the
So
10th.
so around the 10th or 11th, 9th, whatever. If you're around and you want to hook us up, just email us at scotch4dummies@gmail.com.
Scotch4Dummies@gmail.com. Email us a way to
And
get
we'll figure a
ahold
way to get a hold of you somehow. But yeah, hell
Shit,
yeah.
we might
Kidding me?
we might get pissed together.
We might get pissed
We'll have a
together.
crack.
This is your only chance to see 2 dummies in Scotland for a couple of days or so.
Northern Ireland. That's awesome. So you paid 25 for a dram of Kelpie at the bar in Oslo. Eb had said. So and he said he was drunk. So the question is,
ABV must be high, huh?
do you think it was worth it? And that's probably not fair
25 bucks
if
a
you were
glass?
pretty already three
I'd probably
sheets
pay
for
that.
rent.
I mean, for a bar, I mean, our bag's quality dram. I mean, hell, you're gonna pay what, $65, $75 for blue? I mean, easily.
You
So
can,
I
yeah.
mean, in some bars I've seen, I think $25 is reasonable price for that. I mean, so.
If you got a good pour, I gotta be honest. Over here,
Oh, poor
they
sucks.
don't pour. Literally they measure
You're
it
gonna
all.
kill this one too?
Yeah, so you get to, like, down in the bar, that whiskey bar. I got a Benriach 10, just to have something. It was like €7, and she got out the little jigger and measured it, and that's what I got. She poured it. It was a Glencairn glass. It was a good glass and everything, but it was a measure. There was no free pour or nothing about it. I paid €7.05 or whatever, and that was it. I'm getting that much, which sucks, but it is what it is.
Yep.
I was just shocked to hear them saying they sell it by the shot, and I'm like, who the hell's shooting this? Why would you spend 40, 50, 60 euro to take a shot? Which they weren't. That's just the way they sell it.
Well, and even wherever we've gone so far, even in London and here so far, we've had a couple of gin and tonics, and they're tiny. I mean, it's just not even.
Yeah.
Who's that? I saw a big post there.
I just had a few minutes, Duncan, between work and my daughter's graduation, so I thought I would stop in and say hello.
What's up,
Hey,
Duncan? Thanks so much for
Thanks
stopping
for stopping
by.
in, man. This was unannounced. We just wanted to say hi to you guys also. Appreciate you
Yeah,
stopping in and saying
Trying to
hello.
connect with you guys. I've seen a lot of comments
congrats
from
to
you,
your
by the way.
daughter.
Yeah, congrats. Thank you so much, buddy.
140 for the committee released Kelpie bottle. Oh, damn it, man.
140?
That's AUD. What's that? $1 What's AUD stand for? I'm a dummy.
Oh, did we ever get clarification on that Laphroaig QA?
No one told me. Yeah.
What's
Telex said it was just a different bottling. I
uh,
don't know what QA stands for, but
quality assurance?
quality assurance. I think you did this backwards. You should have done this one last.
Well, I didn't think we were going to drink all 3 tonight.
I know, but I didn't think we were going to have this many people log on to say hey from us in Dublin.
See what happens? You guys are pushing us to drink.
Yeah, right.
We're going through our Scotch collection.
So EU is really sticky about volumes, 25 CL only. You're right, Andrew. They are. It's pretty obvious that they're sticky about. You know what they're not sticky about? Going behind the bar. We've been invited behind the bar, like every bar we go to. Like, come on behind
Andrew,
the bar.
you have a picture of the one we did last night. I don't know if you have heard earlier, but we found this great bar called Hole in the Wall, and that's where that picture I sent you today from. It's just, we had the great time. We were there for like maybe half hour, 45 minutes. Learned so much. The establishment was just amazing.
So, Australian dollar. Anyway, that's what Telex says. Laphroaig QA cask is initially matured in bourbon barrels before being finished in charred American white oak casks. Result is peaty, warming, and spicy whiskey. Interesting. So it sounds good, but I'm not sure that's the impression I got from the comment earlier. So I mean, it sounds good. I would definitely try it. But the PX cask, if that truly is a retail only, I think it needs to come home with us. We need to bring a bottle of it home. If we, that's the Pedro Ximénez, right? So I mean, we've got to bring it home. And I think it sounds delicious. You think about what that is, married with Laphroaig, and you're like, shit, I got to try that, right? I want to know what that tastes like. So if I see it, that'll be coming home. And Telex, if that comes home, just you might deserve some salsa.
Well, he deserves salsa anyway.
Damn right he does.
He's got a care package coming his way soon.
Yeah, yeah. So don't you worry about it. Just keep your fingers crossed when we run into a bottle of it, right? See, he would rather have PX. Yeah, but you would. How long are you in Belfast? Bushmills is about an hour and a half north of Belfast. Oh shit! I don't know if we got that kind of time.
I don't think we have that time.
I think we're in Belfast for a day. I don't think we have a free day in Belfast. I don't think we do. But I'll tell you what.
We have a free day in Edinburgh. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. Next, right?
That's how we have a free day tomorrow in Dublin, and then we have a free day in Edinburgh.
That's right.
Is our next day. So Belfast. I mean, we might have a few free hours in Belfast.
Day 9, 10.
But email us if you're close to Belfast.
Why not?
It would be cool just to at least have a dram. We can do that.
Nothing else. Have a dram with us.
So Scotch4Dummies
at gmail.com.
Gmail.com. Anywho, my battery is about to die.
Yeah.
So my comments are going to be croaking out on me. You guys are awesome. We just wanted to say hi, you guys, from Dublin.
Plus, it was kind of for us too. We're in Dublin, dude. Let's try and go
We got to
live.
memorialize this. We got to do a live. Andrew, you're doing awesome, dude. We really appreciate you guys. You're keeping things going.
Yeah. Thanks for keeping the house clean, man. You're doing a good job. Appreciate it. I see what you're doing. Thank you.
Yep.
Good luck tomorrow night. Make sure you stay tuned tomorrow night for the other half of the Dummies. Live from Indiana tomorrow.
Good job,
night.
Andy.
Yeah.
I'll look for your email.
What else?
Cheers from Dublin, brother. Hey guys, love everybody out there. It's great chatting with you tonight. We're glad you guys logged on.
If we get an opportunity, we'll do this again. We'll see what happens.
Badass, right? I mean, what the hell? We're doing this from Dublin. I wish we could do it from Dublin all the time. Right?
You know what? Honestly, I would love nothing else than to try and do this somewhere next week. When we're in Scotland somewhere, especially if we have a distillery somewhere and we can actually do something.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's the thing. Worst case scenario, if we can't do it live, there will be video. We are doing a video for sure.
I hope we can pull this off from Tomatin Distillery. Keep your fingers crossed.
If nothing else, I'll do a video, he'll do a video, we'll record it, and I will upload it manually so you guys can check it out somehow, whatever. But we'd love to do YouTube live. But anyway, hey
until
guys,
next time.
Thanks so much.
From
Cheers
Dublin.
to you guys.
Sláinte.
Cheers.
From freaking Dublin.